Imagine, now the brother is changed now to the 7th. He said, God visited him. He said, I was wrong on the calculations.
Jesus physically appeared and told me on the 23rd and the 24th of the Feast of Trumpets in September 2025, I will come to take my church.
I was sitting just yesterday, I was following the events after I was challenged that 23 and 20. Oh, by the way, we are here. Welcome back. I saw one brilliant Zimbabwean comedian. I think he came back home around 12 midnight, and he opens the door and the wife says, where are you coming from? He said, from the Rapture. I think he made a mistake. Then he says, Davakwa Rapu. So the wife said, you were at Rapu, yeah? It's not Rapture. So why are you back if you were taken by the Rapture? I said, no. They said Zimbabweans are no longer going. But many of you. So I want to pray around 12 one day. Around past 12. So I had told my sons that are in business and they visited the house. And that's when I realized they don't believe me. I took my two phones, and I said, please hold them. So they know our prayer room, that's the prayer room. So I went in there, so they heard some supernatural sound I never heard. I was praying, I never heard those supernatural sounds. But as I was coming out, I saw them running towards the room. So I said, hey, what happened? He said, you left us with the phone. Then we heard some sounds there without Rapture. I said, so you're running towards my prayer room. What was it going to happen? You already left. One of them said, they said the last trumpet. So we had two. So we thought the third one. So we are with you in there. You can never leave us. I said, hey, when real rapture happens, it doesn't matter you are with me. You'll be left here. I said, don't you know what I told you? I said, yes. But you left us with your phones. It left. And then we heard some sounds we couldn't understand. Imagine, now the brother is changed now to the 7th. He said, God visited him. He said, I was wrong on the calculations. I think one of the angels who was supposed to blow the trumpet was still making the trumpet. Yes. Because I can't be the last trumpet until it's sharp. So I think the chords of the sound coming out of the trumpet needed to be. So he's now saying it's the 7th. At that time, that's where you ask for forgiveness. Do you know what Jesus really said? He said, the last days, the love of many will grow cold. So what begins to happen is this. Why am I joining this with the last minute God? Simple, because it says at the last trumpet. He waits until it is the last minute. You think it doesn't matter when people say it's the 23rd of this year and it doesn't happen. You think it doesn't matter? Most people were ready and were excited. Listen, you should have seen the videos that were sent to me where people just see a movement of the cloud and they are screaming, it's happening. Stupid fool. It's rain coming. What happens is that is designed for you by the devil so that you will never get ready for the rapture. Anytime somebody comes in and says the rapture is near, you say, relax. It's a lie. Until one person who is actually sent speaks. Then he says, it's going to happen like this. Then you still say, it's a lie like that, brother. And that's when it happens, when you're least expecting it. Now, how many people are calling us fools as Christians? Because thousands in Uganda were in the forest with their children in their hands, waiting for it to happen. Thousands. Forests, I'm talking about tens of thousands waiting. They said we are going to be taken whilst we are in the forest. No distraction, just the beds. Hello. And then this team created a whole channel called Exodus. Go find out Exodus or something, or Exodus 25, Exodus 50. I don't know what they called it. And they were live saying we're going to be swooned out of the earth in front of everyone. Live broadcast. And the one who prophesied said, I will be drinking coffee on the day. Then he said, there is a prophet who said, I'm lying. He said, on the 23rd and the 24th, we will see who is backed by God. I like to think now he knows. Ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you it's going to happen, trust me. Trust me. If I say 23, by 22, get ready. If I get ready when I say it. But no. What am I saying? I said, get ready now. Just get ready. God is not interested in coming the last minute. But the last minute proves to people that you stand and trust in him. Because you see, doubt always is shown on the last minute. Doubt. When we're talking about doubt here, one time, we have done miracle money around the world. Miracle money. Are you here? And then, as we're doing miracle money and it was coming, we were very small at that time. When we started doing miracle money, people were seeing that miracle money as the beginning of us doing it. No, we had already tested it way back. We had tested it. Way before that, we had tested it. Are you getting this? So, one of these days, I'm at home, and we're supposed to take this Nigerian man to the airport because he was part of our family at that time. And I said, no, you don't drive. I will take you there, as we'll be going to church. But then the day arrived, and we get a call from the place we were renting the church. They said, no, you can't come in because the rent was not paid. I said, what? I thought we paid rent. Then we realized the person that we had sent with the rent was not in church and had not paid it. And we don't have money. And every time we would pray, we would get like what? Maybe 20 or 40 pounds, somewhere there. We would pray for miracle money. We would get about 20 to 40 pounds. Almost every time we knew it would never get to over 40 pounds. Never. It would never get over 40 pounds. So we knew miracle money comes in this way. Way back. But 40 pounds in a country where bread was less than 50 cents, right? And the tin of beans was 12 cents. Bread was like 12 cents or 15 cents at that time in UK. Yeah, 30 cents. 3. And then we get to ice cream was like, I don't know, 15 cents. 30 of them. Yep. So if you have 40 pounds, man, you are rich. Not now. Britain has gone to the dogs now. Do you understand? I think the president is called K. Stalin. Oh, K. Stemmer, sorry. Now, what I'm saying is, they will never understand. They will never understand. So are you getting this? And We take the brother to the airport. On our way back, we hear that we can't go to the church because rentals have not been paid. And the people already there at the church with us not having paid rent. Who do you phone and explain that, members, you need to understand? The rent, we paid. And we don't have money at that time. Okay? To actually go like, okay, we're going to give you the money you need for the rent. No, we had already sent it. To call the brother is not answering the phone. So we're seated in there. I said, let's go back home. So I went with her. We sat down. We closed the door. Table is open like this. And I remember saying, God, we need miracle money to pay rent. Before I said amen, I remembered that, we will get 20 pounds or 40 pounds maximum. I said, by this time, God, don't do this 40 pounds, 20 pounds issue. In the prayer, I said amen. And the money was on the table. All of the rent money. Watch this. When we gave that testimony, do you know what happened? People say, no, some robber came to your house when you're no longer not there and forgot the money. I said, I like that miracle better. I like that one. Where a robber from nowhere who know you don't have rent by the Spirit of God break into your house, leave the money for rent and go out with no taking. I thank God for that miracle.